Okay, so this session, student personality development, it's going to be a series of sessions. I think you would have all registered for the sessions. So you will be having 15 topics under this module. Each topic you will have some learning. If you want to attend all the sessions also, you are most welcome. You are not restricted that you should attend only 3. If you want to attend all the sessions also, you are welcome. Okay, so any questions in between, if I ask, kindly unmute yourself and you can talk to me, but see to it that there are no background disturbances. And sometimes without our knowledge, our mic will get unmute and the background noise will be going. So please, when I ask you to check your mic that I am hearing some other noise, please check whether your mic is unmute. Okay, so this is what I want to start with. And anyway, warm welcome to you all for this session. And our college, they take great efforts to do many things to our students. And you all have logged in into a better place. Okay, so our college, they are giving a lots. Okay, if you grab all this, definitely you will be able to do wonders in your life. So for that, how to grab, how to take it up for yourself and how to mold yourself, this student personality development workshop is conducted for the students. So first, I just want to tell you all, what is personality development? What do you understand by the word personality development? Can anybody say? Yes? Are you able to hear?
Ma'am, can you explain the question again, ma'am? What's the question?
What do you understand by personality development? What do you
Ourself
understand? Yes, tell.
self development, ma'am.
Self development. Okay, good. Anybody else? Self development. Anybody else? See, if you interact, it will
Yes,
be
ma'am.
more
It will
nice.
be
Yes. Yes, Kanna.
no, same, ma'am. It's about developing our own skills and everything like
Okay, okay,
communication, whatever we can say.
okay. Anybody else wants to share anything else? Good, thank you. Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Yes.
to build a social portfolio, ma'am.
To build your social portfolio. Okay, fine, good. Yes. Anybody else? Here in my session, there are no right or wrong answers. You can feel free to talk to me. Here, none of your teachers are here. So you can feel free to talk to me. Yes. Anybody else?
Ma'am,
Yes.
organized pattern of behavior and attitude.
I'm not able to get you. Can you please repeat once again?
It's a organized pattern of behavior and attitude.
Okay. It is organized pattern of behavior and attitude. Yes. Good. Thank you. Anybody else wants to share? Okay, now let me carry on. So, as you said, all these things belong to what you have told. Let me see whether what your responses are matching with what I'm going to say now. Okay, so personality development, many of us think in many ways. We don't understand the proper term. Okay, personality means sometimes we feel something else. So let us discuss. First, I want to tell you all what is personality development. Then only you will be able to undergo the changes and know what it is and to bring in changes within yourselves. Okay, so first you all need to understand what is personality. Okay, so what is personality? What do you know, what do you feel, or what do you understand by the word personality mean? What does the word personality mean?
What
Our
others
role, ma'am.
think about us.
Pardon, ma?
Outfit of a person.
About yourselves.
Behavior.
Behavior, okay.
Character.
Good. Character, okay.
Attitude.
Attitude, right? Good. Attitude, character, behavior, fine. I think you all are aware of what is personality. Okay. So, my next question is, does it mean famous people? Does it mean famous people? Personality means?
No.
No. Why? Why no? Why no? No, you said.
Every
You can
person.
validate your points. Yes.
Every person has its own personality.
Exactly. Every person has its own personality. It doesn't mean that a person who is known to the world or a person who is very famous in this world means to have good personality or whatever it is. Okay. So, does it mean the famous people? No. That's what you said, right? Anybody wants to say anything or share anything else? Anybody else? Does it mean famous people? The word personality means famous people? Okay. Now we are going to come to the definition, because as psychologists, when we studied, this is what the definition we studied for personality. Alport, he is a famous psychologist. He said that personality is the dynamic organization. Dynamic is, it's changeable. Personality doesn't remains the same. It is changeable. Okay. So personality is the dynamic organization within the individual of those psychosocial systems. Psycho means your mind, physical, sorry, psychophysical systems. Physical is your body. So psycho comes under these habits, attitudes, emotional states, sentiments, your motives are all which are psychological but have a physical basis also. This is what we said, no? Now psychophysical. So what are the physical basis? It is your neurology, your neural structure, your glands, your body secretes many hormones, right? So those things and general body states. So everything constitutes. It doesn't mean that only your psychological part, even your physical part. So your neural. Sometimes you are a person who is little bit aggressive. It's not always that you're a person. It comes under in your gene also. Sometimes your parents will be like that, who gets very angry easily. So those things you carry. So generally they are in our gene. So that determines his characteristic behavior and thoughts. So your personality, which is reflected on your behavior and the thoughts. Somebody said character, right? So personality and character are not synonymous and not interchangeable. So personality is different and your character is different. So next, the color of the balloon does not matter. What matters inside is, is, is in the balloon. So that is called the traits. Traits is what we saw earlier, like habits, attitudes, emotional states, your sentiments, your motives. Okay, these all contributes to the your personality traits. So your personality, it consists of many other dimensions. Okay, so what are they? We can see now. So people generally of many colors, many races, many they belong to female or male. So there are many characteristics, physical characteristics, but physical characteristics that does not contribute mainly to the personality, but what matters is inside the balloon, that is the traits. So personality comprises of three features. One is thought, what you think. Okay, sometimes when you are in a happy mood, that time your emotions are also happy, so you start showing more of good emotions. Okay, you feel happy, you laugh at people, you are very happy, you enjoy that moment, and you are quite happy. But when you are mood is not okay, so that affects your emotions. You become angry, you show it at people, you yell at people. So that time you sometimes you say that I do not know why I behaved such a way. So these are some things which happens at that moment, and because of that is the behavior. Like I told you, you yell at people or you smile at people. So your thoughts, it's a chain. Your thoughts, it is related to your emotions, and your emotions reflects your behavior. So personality comprises of these three. So nature of personality, what is the nature of personality? What is the nature of personality? Can anybody tell me? Okay, so let me tell you, this session will mostly be like a theoretical part, and you will not have any activities or something fun, but it will be more of to make you understand what is personality. Why I had this session as the first session is, many people do not understand what is personality basically. So to make them understand what is personality, once you understand, then it is easy for you to get into the other sessions and have more of learning. So that is why I thought the first session should be to make you understand better of what is personality development. So that will help you to join in the other sessions, the next 14 sessions, and to gain more from those sessions. Okay, so nature of personality. Nature of personality, it is set of traits. As I told you, it has a particular traits, particular behavior, particular emotions, particular thoughts. So these are chains, isn't it? So the set of traits, it is unique. It is not same to all. Even in your home, when you see, no, your brother may be very calm and quiet. You may be a person who is extrovert. Your father may be an introvert. Your mother may be an introvert. You may be an extrovert. So many people you would have heard even in your family saying, your father is very quiet. Why are you like this? You would have heard your your grandparents or your uncles or aunts saying like this, no? So you will be getting those things from your gene. Maybe your grandfather would have been like that, or somebody else, your uncle or aunt would have been like that. So it's not necessarily that everybody is unique. Every person is unique. You cannot say that, well, each person, even in your own house, even your own sibling, even in twins, when you see, no, there will be slight differences in their traits, personality traits. There will be differences. So the set of traits, it is very unique to each and every person. The degree of likableness, we like some personalities, right? In your class also, you will be easily attracted to some people, but when you see some people, you will at times say that, I do not know why whenever I see that person, I really get pitched off. I'm very angry. So sometimes it happens. We do not know what is it we are looking at. We will come to that part later. Okay. So degree of likableness and their behavior. So set of traits and behaviors. Nature of personality will be, one is set of traits and behaviors, stable pattern of behavior, and consistent internal state and behavioral tendencies. Mostly when you see, no, there will be a stability of pattern of behavior. When you see this person means, yes, he will always be like this. Maybe at times he may differ, but most probably you will be able to say how a person behaves. Okay. Has both internal, next is has both internal and external elements. So the internal elements are thoughts, values, and your gene. So that constitutes your internal elements. Your thoughts is internal. It is not reflected on your physic. Your values, which you learn from your family, and gene is also from your parents and your ancestors. So that is why we say, normally we say, no, ஏழு ஜென்மத்துக்கும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. So normally people say that ஏழு ஜென்மம், that what does it mean is, your gene is carried for 7 generations. Maybe sometimes people will at home also will say, even your grandfather was not like that, even your great grandfather also was not like that. I do not know how you got this trait, how you got this kind of behavior, or How you got this kind of characteristics? Because the gene is getting carried away for nearly 7 generations. So that is why this happens. And external is observable behaviors. When you, most of the behaviors we observe from our environment, where we look at our neighbors, we look at our friends, we look at our cousins or somebody else, and we observe some behaviors. So these things constitute, and stable in nature, basic characteristics never change. You are a person who is of very low temperament or who is very angry, so basic characteristics will never change. But when you make an attempt to change, yes, you can do it, but most of the times somewhere it will pop up. Okay, so stable in nature, but mostly when you make a conscious effort, definitely you can bring in changes. Inherited and shaped by environment. So your personality you inherit from your environment, and your environment shapes it. So we will see how the environment shapes it. All these things we will see in detail. So personality determinants. So earlier we saw that your environment shapes you, and your gene it constitutes, and the other thing is situation. So hereditary, it refers to the factors at conception, when you're conceived in your mother's womb. From that time, yes, all these things it constitutes to your personality. At the time of it, your gene. Okay, so your physical structure, you got it from your gene. Your facial attractiveness, it's from your gene. Your gender, yes, it's from your gene. Your intelligence, your temperament, your energy level, all these things are hereditary. You can never absorb from your environment or from any other situation or anybody else. Okay, so the basic personality determinants, one is hereditary, you will receive from your parents. Okay, and next is environment. So these environment from your surroundings, from your culture. See, in Western thing, it is okay to call people by name, right? But in our culture, we do not call elder people by names. We call them Anna or Akka or Sir or Madam. We do not, we are not bold enough, or we do not say or call them by their names, even our parents or whoever it is, our elders. So that is our culture. So this is our environment. So Indian culture is quite different from westernized cultures, isn't it? So that is how the environment, it constitutes a great thing. So culture, your early childhood conditioning, like when you are brought up in your house, no, sometimes people at home, girls especially, they will say girls cannot laugh louder. Maybe now things are changing, but earlier it was like that. Girls cannot laugh louder. Girls cannot go out after. Even now, I think most of the homes they follow that. Girls cannot go out of the house after 8 o'clock. They have to turn up before 7. So there are many restrictions. So how you are brought up, and your family values. Your family values lots. It means a lot to everyone. So in my family, in my home, it is like this only. My mother, she doesn't allow me to wear jeans. Okay, my mother, she always tells me to wear only salwar or whatever it is. So some family values, and in certain families they say, okay, it's okay to call people by names. It's okay, even elder brother you call them by their names. But in certain families they say that you cannot call your brother by name. You have to call him only Anna, or you have to call her only Akka. So certain family values, and your friends and social groups. So it's, sometimes you look at your friends and you observe certain things. Okay, the way they dress, or the way they speak, the way they socialize with others, the way they carry themselves, those things you easily get attracted from others, and you try to mold yourselves accordingly. Okay, so next is situation. Individuals generally stable and consistent, does not change in different situations. Mostly, that is what I told you, no. So basic characteristics never change. That is what we saw in this fourth point, like that. So influences of the effects of hereditary and environment and personality. Individuals generally stable and consistent, does not change in different situations. So situations, your life is full of situations. Now this moment, at this situation, you're all listening to me. Okay, sometimes some of you might be doing something with your siblings who is coming and disturbing you, or sometimes somebody is talking in your family now, so that talk is also going on, so that also you might be involved. So it is full of situations. Every moment is one situation. Okay, so your life is full of situations that you cannot manage. Okay, sometimes when you come to college, you are not able to interact with others, so you are not able to get along with people, so that becomes a problem sometimes for you if you take it really very seriously. Okay, but if you are able to handle it, then it's not a problem. But if you are not able to handle it and that affects you a lot, if you are not able to make friends, it becomes a problem. So this problem, what happens, it creates negative feelings in your mind, leading to a fear. Oh, if I'm not going to talk to others, I will not have any friends. If I don't have any friends, nobody will talk to me and I will be left alone. So what shall I do? So it creates a fear. Then that fear, constantly you start worrying about it. You know, I don't have any friends. How should I make friends? If I go and talk, nobody is accepting me. Why they are not accepting me? So many thoughts will come into your mind and you start worrying about it. When you start worrying about it, it becomes a stress. At one point of time, if it is for a short period, it's okay, fine, it will move off. But if it prolongs for a very long time, it becomes a stress for you, and that stress, it gives a strain on your body, and that strain, it creates tension in you, and that tension, it doesn't allow you to perform anything in your life, and really it ruins your life. So situations, that's what I wanted to tell you. So this point, that is what I explained you now. Next will be one of the factor on which personality mainly depends. Can anybody say on which factor the personality mainly depends? Anybody?
Thoughts, emotions.
Thoughts, emotions. Okay, good. Personality mainly. Thoughts, emotions are there. I agree. I accept. But what it mainly
Behavior.
depends? Pardon?
Behavior.
Behavior. Okay. Yes. Behavior, thoughts, emotions, behavior. Then
Character.
character.
Observations.
Huh?
Observation.
Observation. Okay. Reactions. Okay. Anybody else? Thoughts, actions, behavior, observations, reactions.
Emotions.
Emotions. Okay. Expressions. Expressions then. Okay. Somebody said emotion, no? I want to ask
Way
a
of
question.
talking.
Way of talking. Okay. Good. Somebody said emotions, no? I want to ask a question to that person. Can you please come online? Yes. Emotions, you said, no, Kana. So that emotions, how it comes, from where it comes, your emotions. Yes. Okay. Your personality mainly depends upon your self-concept. How you perceive yourself, how you think about yourself, how you have judged yourself about yourself. Okay, so it is basically your self-concept. If you are basically a person who has good self-esteem, who has a good thought about yourself, so it reflects on your behavior. So when it reflects upon your behavior, you're really confident enough. So when you're confident enough, you talk to people in a very confident manner, and that really projects you in a very positive way to others, and there you gain more confidence, and your self-esteem leads to your confidence, and your confidence leads to many other characteristics. Okay, so basically your personality mainly depends on the child self-concept. So this self-concept, it reflects on your attitude towards the members of the family. So in your family, how you behave with people, okay, and physical state of the child, how mentally you are, whether you're happy person, or sometimes you, when you see, no, even at homes you would have heard people saying, uh, always whenever you see, he will never have a smiling face at all, always he'll be having one frowny face, he will never smile. Or somebody else you would have heard say, always smiling pa, always a very bubbly person, okay. So and physical state is something, your body, sometimes when you have some ailments in your body, that also puts you down. Always you are a person who always becomes sick, okay. So always when you're sick, it also acts on your thoughts, emotions, and your behavior. So physical state of the child, biological maturation. So normally when you see the differences between boys and girls, you know, girls will be more matured. I'm sorry to say this in this forum, but still, because why girls are more matured is physically also they mature earlier, okay. Boys mature later. So at that age when you see girls, really they will be more matured than boys behavior will be little more childish. Even when you are attaining your puberty, you know, during your school days, you go back to your school days and you imagine how you were, both boys and girls now who are here, you just go back to your school days and imagine how you were. You just think of the set of boys who were with you in your class, and think the set of girls who were with you in your class and yourself, and you imagine how you both the genders were, like how boys were and how girls were. You could really see there the difference, that girls would have been more matured, their way of talking, their way of carrying themselves, and the boys will be very playful at that time, but girls will be little more mature. So physically they mature earlier, and that constitutes to their mental maturity also. So biological maturation also constitutes to the self concept. And impact of social media. So now social media, really it has taken up a toll on all of us, okay. It has a great impact on all, everybody. So everyone wants to be on Facebook, and if you don't post a photo on the Facebook, and if you don't get more likes, then you're put away from the group, and they will say, oh, you don't have any people. Yesterday I saw one serial in the TV. In that I saw a situation where that girl is standing on the terrace, and on the next building there is a boy, okay. So this boy from that terrace, he is saying hi to this girl. So she doesn't want to say hi, because she was thinking whether it's okay or not, because she was brought up like that in her family. So she was just standing and thinking whether I need to say hi or not, I can move off. But immediately what happened is, she thought of her friends. So friends in their group, they started chatting, and when they started chatting, they were asking this girl, hey, you have boyfriends? Then this girl said, no, I have. You don't have boyfriends? Oh. So this was the reaction of her friends, okay. So this made her think that moment, and she thought, oh, it's a must. It is um, it's a kind of thing that people should have boyfriend, but I don't have anybody. Okay, let me have this boy as my boyfriend. Then that popped in her mind, and she said hi to that boy, okay. So this kind of things, it has a lot of impact. And you have to post more photographs on the Instagram, and it's you have to have more friends on Facebook, you have to have many followers on Instagram. So these are the trends, the current trends, which is impacting the younger generation, um, so by the social media. Okay, school opportunities. Why I told you this is, in the beginning of the session, when I started my session, I told you our college, it is providing lot of opportunities for you. So it is the best place for you to utilize, okay. Many places, many engineering colleges, when you see, they don't have this kind of opportunities to explore, or to come out and do many things. We have club activities, we have culturals, you have project challenges, many things are there. I would say that it's not necessary to go and win. Let not your criteria be for winning. At this moment, I would say, never think of winning. Participate. Participation is more important. When you participate, what happens is you start learning many things. When you start learning, you make mistakes, right? When you make mistakes, you learn from your mistakes. When you learn from your mistakes, there you correct yourself. When you correct yourself, you make yourself to succeed. So it is always important. Don't think that when I go for any kind of competition, I need to win. No, exposure is very, 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 very important. You expose yourselves to many opportunities. Go and learn. When you go there, when you expose yourself, you get an opportunity to interact with many people. When you have an opportunity to interact with many people, you come to learn many things. Okay, so it is always better to utilize those opportunities. Never think whether will do it properly or not, whether I'll succeed or not. Whatever it is, just raise your hands. I will be there. I will participate. Okay, that kind of the characteristics you have to develop in yourselves. And your demands in schools, how it was in your school days, and your religious affiliation. Your in some religions, they will say this is how you should be. You should never wear for example, in Muslim community, they have to wear that parda. Okay, so they are not allowed to show themselves. So these are some things. So some, maybe in that community, we will not be able to say that like all can oblige or all can go with the certain rules, but they want to come out of it, they cannot come out of it. So their self concept is affected by that also. An opinion of peers, like I told you in this instance, no, like in this TV serial, that girl, she didn't have a boyfriend. So she will think, oh, if I don't have a boyfriend, people will tease me, so I do not want to get teased by others. So that opinion of your peers, it matters really a lot for you. What my peers think, what my friends think of my age. So that is more important. Family economic problems. In some families, those who have less economic opportunities, they may not be able to provide vast opportunities for their children. People, those who have good economic balance, they will be able to give them a lot of exposures, like sending them abroad or doing other things. But I will say that in these days, even that is not a constraint. Okay, you can go and get your bank loan, and you can utilize, because government is ready to fund the students. So you take loan and later you can repay it. So economic is also not a constraint in these days now. So family personal problems, in some families there may be single parent, that also affects. So when you go out, if you don't have suppose the parents are divorced, or always the people in the parents in the family are fighting with each other, these all affects the children. So that it really matters a lot. And attitude towards peers and parents expectations. Parents, they expect a lot from their children. You have to be like this, you have to be like this, you have to be like this. So these things also put the child down. So these are the certain things which constitutes to the child self image or self concept. So a person's self-concept of self influences his characteristics, patterns of adjustment. So a person's self-concept, it is influenced by the pattern of adjustment, how that person adjusts himself or how that person projects himself. A person who is very jolly go type is that first column. I always get, person who always keep what can I say? Um, I'm not getting that word. Okay. So I always get a raw deal. Oh, I am always unlucky person. I don't get anything in my life. Wherever I go, my luck, unlucky goes and stands in front of me, and nothing it allows me. So that kind of person, how he is. He solicits help. What he does, he always goes and takes help from others. He is not on his own. Makes disparaging comments, passing the very bad comments on others, always keeps complaining on everything, doesn't get satisfied with what he has, daydreams, always daydreaming, not putting anything into action. Okay, so solicits sympathy, always seeking for others sympathy. Oh, yo pavam, like that, he will expect others to give sympathy. He expects lots of sympathy from others. projects blame on others, not ready to accept the blame or accept his mistakes. He'll always put the blame on others. Selfishness, always selfish. He doesn't want to share it with others and feel sorry for self. Always, I am very unlucky. Why in my life only this is happening like this? It is like that in this lockdown. Why this lockdown should happen in my first year? Don't think like that. Actually, this has created many other good impacts also in many people's life. So we have to understand that positive. See the positive sides. Okay, for anything there will be two sides. In a coin there are two sides, right? For anything there will be positive or negative. So you should understand both the positives and negatives. A person who is a very lucky go type person, no, he will be very appreciative. He will appreciate others' talents. He will appreciate others' achievements. He will be very happy. He will be very friendly. Will be very generous to people. Somebody has unmuted. Please check. So please check, ma. Somebody has unmuted. And the person is very generous. He likes to give to others, reasonably satisfied with self. Even if I don't have a color, I look very beautiful, you know. Even if I'm not beautiful, I have a very good physique, you know. I'm very tall. Okay, my eyes are beautiful. My smile is beautiful. So many things are there. So you need to get satisfied with yourself, whatever you have. And very talkative. They have friends around them. They are always people who always have people around them. Satisfied with material possession, whatever they have, they are very much satisfied. They don't keep grabbing and keep storing everything for themselves. They are very friendly and satisfied with what achievements they have achieved. So how do healthy personalities project themselves? We have two types of personalities, right? So healthy personalities are the good personalities, like we discussed in the previous slide. No, I always get a raw deal. The same thing. So realistic self appraisals. So they will start thinking for themselves. Oh, what I have done. This, I think I should have not committed this mistake, right? Next time I will correct it. Oh, yesterday I think I have unknowingly I have put that I have told something to that person which has really hurt that person. Okay, next time I should not do that. So this is called self-awareness. There is self-awareness next session. Okay, that session will tell you how to make yourself aware of what you're doing. Okay, so realistic self appraisals. You will appraise yourself. What you're doing is right or wrong. What you're doing is right when you feel you keep doing that. When you make wrong things, when you do wrong things, you correct yourselves, and the next time when it happens, you try to correct your mistake and you try to do the right things. Appraisal of the situation, in the particular situation, what is it happening in that particular situation? Okay, how I should behave, or how somebody else has behaved, or what can be done at that particular situation, what has happened in that situation. So they start thinking of all these things and try to relive that situation and try to correct themselves and try to be a better person. Realistic evaluation of achievements. They will try to achieve them, evaluate themselves. I have achieved. Okay, what else should I do? Okay, all are saying that I'm a very generous person. It's not necessary. Is it enough only if I'm a generous person? Okay, let me do something else for this society. Let me go and join my hands with some NGOs. Okay, I will help those people, those who are really needy. So once they start evaluating their achievements every moment, so they try to take themselves forward. These are certain things which helps you when you evaluate your achievements. It helps you to move forward, or it helps you to move to the next level. Acceptance of reality. Okay, reality is something. Yes, this COVID situation, I am at home. Yes, it is reality. Yes, I am missing my friends. I do not deny that. But what else it's that I am getting? Okay, I am able to learn many things. See, I would say that this COVID really, it has brought many people, those who are away from each other, no, it has brought many people close. because they are conducting many sessions online, and many people are able to learn many things. Even your teachers or even yourselves, I would say, you will be getting many sessions. So see, this is possible. Even this student personality program is possible because of this online session. If I had been in your college, definitely getting the class from your teachers is quite difficult. Okay, so accepting the reality, yes, but see the positive side. Okay, what is the negative? See the negative and try to see how it can be altered. If you cannot alter, accept it. It's okay, fine. Okay, so acceptance of reality and acceptance of responsibility. What is my responsibility? What am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the correct thing? Take up the responsibility, and take up the responsibility for the mistakes you have done. If you have done a mistake, go and accept it. Say people, yes, I have done the mistake, I'm sorry, next time I'll see that it will not happen, but take care that it doesn't happen the next time. Okay, so acceptance of responsibility, accepting your mistakes, it's very, very important. So healthy personalities, really, they don't nowadays, I think, you also just think for yourself at this moment. Some of you will not be able to say sorry to others. I have seen even a small KG child, he would have hit somebody else. I will go and tell, why did you hit? He is also a small child like you. Say sorry to him and become friends. He will not say that sorry till the last moment. Whatever you prompt him, even if you say you give a chocolate or whatever it is, he will never say sorry. So it is by birth or by gene. Okay, so certain things are there like that. So it happens. So that acceptance of the mistakes what we have done, we need really courage. So healthy personalities have that courage to accept their mistakes. And autonomy, they are independent. They try to do things independently. They are not dependent on others. Acceptable emotional control, they will be able to realize, they will be able to analyze what emotions they are undergoing, whether they are happy or they are sad or they are angry or whatever emotions. They'll be able to understand their emotions, and they'll be able to have a control over their emotions. If they have a control over their emotions, yes, they are really pleasing personalities. Okay, so goal oriented, they are mostly goal oriented people. They will always be focusing on their goals. This is what I want in my life, I am moving forward to my goal. And outer orientation, they look for people around them also. They are oriented to those people who are surrounded by him. Okay, so social acceptance, everybody in your class, in your family, everybody will be having something. All of us will be having some characteristics, but it's not so easy. When you see your brother or your friend getting angry with you, we will also get angry. We will not try to think, oh, Pav, he's getting angry, yeah? Let me analyze what is it bothering him and help him. No, none of us will do that. Okay, even sometimes I do that. It's fact, we are all human beings, but we need to take enough steps to correct that kind of behavior. So social acceptance, we need to accept however they are, whether they are very happy person or they are very sad person, rich or poor or whatever it is. You need to go and you need to accept people how they are. When you accept people how they are, really you will be a person who will be accepted by all. Okay, when you have expectations from others, definitely you will get angry, because when you want your friend to please you always, okay, so if your friend doesn't please you, what happens? You get angry, you fight with them. This is what it happens, isn't it? So social acceptance, you have to accept people how they are, for what they are. Okay, so you cannot change. I will tell you, nobody can bring in a change in others. The change has to happen in themselves only. They have to bring in the change and self-acceptance and happiness. So healthy personalities project themselves in all these ways. And how do sick personalities project themselves? They are self-rejection, repeated failures, maladjusted, they don't adjust with other people, unrealistic expectations. They sometimes in family, the parents really, they would have been very poor, but they will ask for something which the parents cannot afford. They will not accept what is the reality, and they will expect more from others. Environmental obstacles, they will see obstacles everywhere. A healthy personality will see the obstacles as opportunities, but the sick personalities will see even the opportunities as obstacles. Lack of self perspective, that is self concept, lack of self concept or self esteem, unfavorable social attitudes, not being friendly with others, and poor childhood training. So, how you are brought up, that also matters for the person who has sick personality. Personal limitations and lack of motivation. Personal limitations is sometimes your family doesn't allow, or your economic conditions doesn't allow. These are certain personal limitations. And even some, we cannot say that all people can be intelligent. Okay, a person can be gifted, another person can be average learner, another person can be below average. So these are some of the personal limitations. Lack of motivation, not getting motivated for doing things, and severe emotional strain, always upset and always angry. So severe emotional. So this constitute the sick personalities. So what is development? This program is personality development. So all this slides we saw what is personality. Now we are seeing what is development. Can anybody say what is development? Anybody?
Improving ourselves, ma'am.
Pardon?
Improving ourselves.
Improving ourselves. Yes, good. So what is development? You are improving yourselves. That's what I
Ma'am,
told you. Yes, ma. Yes.
changing yourself with the technology
Pardon, I'm not able to get you.
development, changing
Develop.
yourself according to technology.
It can be anything. It can be anything. Development, whatever it constitutes. When you develop yourselves on technology, you gain some confidence, right? That confidence helps you to move to the next step, isn't it? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So whatever you feel, it will develop your. It will take you to the next step. Just the development. It constitutes everywhere in your personality. It or everything constitutes to your personality development. So that is the attitude. Okay. So what is development? Is developing yourselves. Development leads to action plan. You have to put it in action. You have to start doing things. As you said, you want to learn technology. Yes, learn technology. You become more confident. When you become more confident, you help others. When you help others, your friends are pleased by that. When your friends are pleased by that, they say that you are a very good person. You are helping kind. You help others. When you help others, you have more friends around you. That again boosts up your self-esteem and your self-confidence. There again, your personality changes, right? So everywhere, every moment, it helps you a lot. So every obstacle, change it into your opportunities. Every opportunities, tap it. Do not wait for the opportunities to come and tap your door. You go and tap the opportunity store. Okay, so action plan, put it in action. So development leads to action plan. You have to put it in action. How to develop a strong personality? So that we can see some points now, how to develop a strong personality. So if you want to become a strong personality, if you want to develop yourself as a strong personality, yes, as I told you, basic characteristics are there, but if you're willing to change, yes, you can bring in a change. Nobody can change you. Only you will be the person who can change yourself. I can come and tell you, please come and join this personality development program. This will help you a lot. This will give you a lot of scope and many other things. This will tell you, this will teach you many things to develop yourself. I can say 100 things, but you should think for yourself. Yes, I am going to get something from this program. I will attend all the 15 sessions. All the 15 sessions I have a learning. So every moment you should keep your eyes and ears open for learning many things. Each moment you learn. Learning happens at every moment. So every moment you have to keep your eyes and ears open to learn things. So when you start learning, it helps you to develop yourself. And when you develop yourself, you build a strong personality, isn't it? So to develop your strong personality in yourself, first be yourself. Your whoever is in this Abhinaya is always Abhinaya. Nobody can substitute Abhinaya. Nobody can substitute Nina. Nobody can substitute Prem Kumar. So everybody is unique. Nobody can substitute Revati. Nobody can be like me physically or even emotionally or even personality wise. Nobody can be like me. Each person is unique. That's why wherever you go, you can see minute differences. Really, God is a great creator, you know. There are great permutations and combinations. Each person differs in different ways. So there are lots of permutations and combinations in God's creation. So each person is unique. That point you understand. That's why I had put it as the first point. So each person is unique. Nobody, even at your home, no, your parents can compare with your siblings. Your parent can compare with your neighbors. Your parents can compare you with your friends. It's okay, fine. It's okay, fine. But see whether you can get something from them. What your mother is saying or what your father is saying, whether you can get some opportunity from that. See to it. Keep your eyes and ears open and see what you can take from it. Don't get irritated. Okay. So be yourself. Each person is very unique. Be emotionally strong. Try to build strong emotions. We'll be doing this, all this, whatever I'm saying now, you will be having it in the upcoming other 14 sessions. So that's why this session, I just want to give a gist of what all the other sessions will be. Positive attitude. We have a session on positive thinking also. Always we should have a positive attitude. Negative attitude, it always puts you down. Positive attitude, it takes you to the next step. As somebody told here, I want to learn technology. Is technology for my development? Yes, it constitutes for your development and it builds your personality also. So adapt to changes. As I told you, this COVID has brought in many strains on, but we are getting adapted to it, right? In the beginning, we were all at home. Nobody went outside the house. Only one person in the family will go out, come inside and sit at home. We were ready to accept the change, and now we are shifting to the change, and we are easily adapted. Now we are all wearing masks. Initially, when people told that we have to wear a mask and go, we have to wash our hands, we were a little bit angry at it. But later we started adapting ourselves to the changes. Now it's a practice that we wear a mask and go. Once we come out from outside, we just go and some people take full bath, some people at least wash their hands and legs and get into the house. So we start following and we adapt to the changes. Think and feel good about yourself. You should feel good about yourself. Nobody else needs to feel good about yourself. First, if you feel good about yourself, that itself is the starting point of developing a strong personality in yourself. Okay, so you should feel good about yourself. Don't think, ayo, I'm not looking good, ayo, I'm not studying well, or ayo, I'm not able to socialize with others. No, think, even if you have a negative quality in yourself, think how I can bring in a positive change in myself. Feel good about yourself. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I will do this. Yes, I will start. So these things, it will help you to move to the next point. Learn from your failures. As I told you, no, the opportunities, it helps you a lot. That's why I told you, never ever keep quiet. I really want you, at least not the entire people, those who are in the first years, because not all are present here. Okay, at least whoever who are present here, no, I want you all to take part in whatever event comes in your class. I want your teachers to come and tell me, ma'am, I do not know what magic happened in that session. Almost many students are participating nowadays. Whatever event we say, they are coming and participating. So I want you all to participate. So participation is more important than winning. When you participate, you learn. When you learn, you take yourself to the next step. You develop yourself. So learn from your failures. Keep smiling always. A smiling face, really, it attracts many people, right? It gives them a warm welcome. Yes, I'm an approachable person. You can come and talk to me. You can share anything with me. So smiling, please have a smile. And it is a ready-made makeup. Whenever even you're upset, you're angry, whatever it is, when you smile, no, it is a makeup. Like how you put your powder and lipstick and you make yourself look glowing, no? So smiling, really, it's a ready-made makeup. Even without any makeup, when you smile, really it attracts people. Gratitude, always have gratitude. Gratitude is the most important thing in your life. Be happy. Every day when you go to bed, thank God that He has, at least write in your maintain your notebook. I will not say write pages and pages. Write two things every day before you go to bed. Okay, first what we have, today what I am thankful for. Today God has given me good food. Today I had enjoyed with my friends. Okay, write two things. It's more than enough. I'm not telling you to write 101 pages. Write just 2 points, two things which you are grateful. Okay, today I had a good laptop. I'm able to present a good session for you all. God has given me that. I'm very thankful for that. So at least write two things. And when you're down, no, go and take that notebook and just flip the pages. When you see what you have written, really it will give you a strong happiness in your mind. Wow, God has given me so many things in my life. Then why am I down here now? Let me gear up myself. Okay, it's always very necessary. Resilience also, we have one session. Those who have not registered, at least in this session, those who have not registered, please register yourself, or if you have not registered also, you can, when I send the link, you can come and join. Resilience is something which you need to understand. Nowadays many children know, you would have heard in news and many things, teacher scolds, the student goes and hangs himself. Mother scolded, he jumps from the third floor. Father didn't buy a mobile phone, he hanged himself. So you are not able to accept failures, you are not able to accept the reality, you are not able to accept what it is. So when you don't have that acceptance, resilience is very difficult. But resilience is very important. Resilience is your, even though you fall down, it doesn't matter. It's not whether you are fall, how you get up and how you move forward. That is very important. So overcoming guilt and fears. Sometimes we will be killed with guilt and fear. Okay, overcome it. We will do all this in the next upcoming sessions. How to overcome your guilt and fear. Good communication skills. How to make friends. When you make friends and you have a good social group, really it constitutes to your confidence level. Do not complain and criticize what you cannot change. Yes, this COVID I cannot change. Let me accept. That's all. Finish. Don't keep complaining, and that creates negative thoughts, and that creates a negative pattern in yourself, and it puts you down. It affects your emotions. You become angry. That is a ripples. No, it affects everywhere. Even it reflects on your family members also. So it's, do not complain and have clear goals. What you want first. I think you all would have attended my goals session. No, how to create goals. So have clear goals and free from envy and ego. Yes, sometimes we are jealous about others, the other characteristics, what others have. They have a good pleasing personality. He is very good looking. He is studying well. He is having a car. He is having a bike. Yes, we have that jealousy and ego or envy at others, but let us make ourselves free. Let us start appreciating. When you start appreciating, no, all these things will go off. Hey, your car is very nice. Yeah, where did you buy? Your bike is so nice. This what I also wanted to buy. Okay, let me see when I'm going to buy. Say like that. You appreciate others. You're looking so good. When you appreciate, when you give good compliments, positive compliments to others, it makes others feel good. When others feel good, they try to patch up with you. And when they try to patch up with you, you create a good social group amongst your group. It gives a very good support for you, and you develop your personality. Acknowledge others' feelings. When others are sad, or when others are feared, or when others are angry, go and try to help them out. Do not say, hey, for this silly thing you are getting upset. Huh? For him it matters a lot. Go and try to help him, or just keep away. Need not comment on others. Respect and value people. Respect others. Do not put people down. Every human being is created by God. Let us not put people down. Okay? So please keep this in your mind. Never put people down. Spread love and happiness always. And self-awareness, I told you earlier. And to develop a strong personality, we need good social skills. That's what I had been telling you. Time management is very important. You would have seen Ratan Tata, Rajinikanth, A.R. Rahman, whoever it is, whoever the famous people, those who have come up in their life, unless they would have not managed their time, they would have not come up in their life. So time management is very, 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 very important. So you need to manage your time. That time management also we have a session. So there we will talk in detail about it. Make right decisions at right time. So decision making skill is also a skill. Avoid procrastination. In my other sessions, I told you, let us do it now. Let me not say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll finish it now. I'll do it now. Never tomorrow or never afterwards. It's always now. Acceptance. As I told you, accept what you are, who you are, and what you have. Take regular action plan. Always keep things putting it in action. Never say afterwards, tomorrow, next week, next year, January 1st when it comes that day, that from next 2021 I'll put on my resolutions and that time I will see what it is. Not January 21 2021. It is now 26th December at this 3 p.m. Okay. So leadership qualities, all these things, turning obstacles to opportunities, and finally never ever give up. That is resilience. Never ever give up. I think you would have, if you would have seen my other sessions, in that I played a video, right? So never ever give up. Whatever it is, face, come up in your life, and that it helps to deal with lot of other things, and it helps you to build a very, very strong personality. So personality development, why we need that personality development program? Why? Personality development ensures excellence. It helps you to come up in your life. It assures success for you. It helps you to build self-confidence, and it helps you to build yourself, and you contribute to the national development, and you contribute to the world also, and you contribute to the community and the society. So it's very, very important. So personality development, those who have not registered also in this session, who are here, those who have not registered also, you can come and attend the session. If you have not registered also, it's fine. I'll be sending the link. Those who have not registered also, you can come and join for the sessions in future. So personality matters. Okay, your personality can transform your future. All the best for you all.